Please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
You may be seated. Welcome, all parents, family, friends, faculty, and staff, and of course, my fellow graduates. My name is Holly Gorman. It is my honor as your senior class president to congratulate you all on your accomplishments at Exeter. These past 4 years, you have worked towards this moment. You have seen the past classes walking up on this stage, accepting their diplomas, and walking out into the real world. And let's be honest, we have all been jealous. But here you are. The day has come, so please, I encourage you to take a moment and truly take this night in, because this only happens once. Whether you are excited or scared to leave the halls of Exeter Senior High School, what lies ahead is much greater than whatever you are leaving behind. Some of you will go on to make the Forbes list of most powerful men and women, or the Times most influential people, or even the FBI's most wanted list. Or maybe you're sitting next to a future doctor, future lawyer, or future business executive. So many of you will go on to do wonderful things with your lives, whether it's going to college, serving your country, or going into the workforce. It is something you are all called individually to do, and what you have learned here in high school will stick with you forever. As B.B. King said, the beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. So whether you believe these past 4 years have taught you nothing, they have actually taught you more than you think. You learned how to make friends that will last a lifetime. You learned that there are good times and the hard times. You learned that sometimes Wikipedia doesn't always have the answers, but 9 times out of 10, Quizlet does. All valuable lessons that you will use throughout your life. You see, people always say that high school is the best 4 years of your life. But I'm sorry, if these are the best 4 years of your life, you're doing something wrong. The tools were given to you. It is your time to make something of yourself, to make something of this time you are given, and these abilities instilled in you. So don't waste your time. Be the person that finds a cure for cancer. Be the person that starts the next revolution in technology. Be the person that becomes the next national hero. As said by Abraham Lincoln, whatever you are, be a good one. Now, what's a graduation without a couple thank yous? First of all, I would like to thank my amazing group of friends. I can say with full honesty that I would not have made it through this high school without all of you. You 6 have taught me what friendship really is. You have pushed me past boundaries that I thought I could never pass. You have made me laugh and have picked me up when I have fallen, literally and figuratively. and I'm proud to be standing up on stage with one of them today. I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you to my family for always supporting me, loving me, and embarrassing me. Dad, just because I'm growing up doesn't mean I'm not still your little girl. And Mom, please get a hobby for when I leave for college. You'll need one. As for my sister, thank you for being a great example of what an amazing student and person should be. Even though I hate when you give me hugs, I do love you, and now you have it on video, so I don't have to say that for another year. And lastly, I would like to thank you all personally, the class of 2017, for shaping me into the person I am today. Whether you are aware of it or not, you have all helped form me into the person standing before you. And I will thank you again for that in 5 years when I'm hunting you all down on Facebook for our class reunion. The good and the bad days in high school have all formed us into better people. Life is only going to go faster and get more complicated from here. So take it in. Take a deep breath and enjoy your last moments with your fellow classmates. In only a matter of minutes, you'll be a high school graduate. You'll be able to say, I graduated. I accomplished one of the largest tasks given to me 13 years ago, which was to walk up on this stage, receive my diploma, and to make my family proud, my teachers proud, and myself proud. And you've done it. Thank you and congratulations.
Good evening, parents, faculty, friends, and most importantly, class of 2017. My name is Sai Kirpati. I'd like to start off by thanking a few people. But of course, first, let me take a selfie, a legendary We Did It selfie. Okay, don't worry. That was the only cheesy part, I promise. In all seriousness, a big thank you and congratulations to each and every member of the class of 2017. I cannot imagine myself with a greater pleasure nor privilege than having the opportunity to speak in front of you all tonight. Today, we celebrate and finish writing the final pages of one of the greatest chapters of our lives that began approximately 1,385 days ago, when we were innocent little freshmen already counting down the days till this very moment. As one famous, not scientist, not engineer, but rapper once said, we started from the bottom, but now we're here. Real success is not an individual accomplishment, but rather a combined effort. I could not have made it this far if it hadn't been for my truly supportive family, friends, and teachers. To all my real ones out there, you know who you are. Yes, Mr. Lasky, you're one of them. No, physics bullies, you are not. And every other friend of mine sitting down below that I had the honor of getting to know over these past few years, thank you for all the unforgettable memories and snap streaks. Speaking of, rip to my streak with Matt Ferrio that we had started on the first day of senior year. What a tragic loss on such a memorable day. But all jokes aside, this year was an important year for me. This year, I learned to stress a little less, live a lot more, and love the moment for what it is. Every second of my senior year will be cherished. It was the best it could have been, and I wouldn't have wanted to do it with any other group of people by my side. Class of 2017, we survived the unimaginable. It's hard to believe we did it, but we did, and we did it together. Whatever the reason behind you making it this far to graduation is, I'm probably speaking on behalf of the entire senior class when I say this, but drum roll please. Shout out to Quizlet and shout out to SparkNotes for allowing us to pass classes and graduate today. You may have cruised through high school with the motto to a tune you may recognize. I'm just trying to slowly pass the class. I already got a solid 60 on my last test. I just wanna go home, take a nap, down a drink and eat some snacks, having living life and forgetting school exists. Until the period before that math class the next day, as you frantically borrow your neighbor's answers. Or you may be an expert like me in APs, advanced procrastination, so skilled in this area that you wait to start that essay assigned 7 weeks ago the night before, because you know that no matter what, you'll get it done. Just like the speech I may or may not have finished 2 hours ago. But keep in mind, the when is not what matters, the how is. To the many great teachers and even greater humans that I've had the honor of learning from during my time at Exeter, I'd like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for some of you. Gracias, Señora de, para being the best AP Español school mom, period 8, te amo, amigos, could have asked for. I could always count on you to cheer me up. And Mrs. Bollinger, thank you for always believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself, and supporting me in everything I did. You are the reason I discovered my passion and found purpose in life. Thank you for shaping me into who I am now. And a big thank you to Mr. Kane as well for your help with everything over these past 4 years. You've been more than just a principal to me, giving me advice related to tennis, to personal matters, to even college. And of course, we all owe our biggest thank yous to our beloved parents for always loving us through the good and the bad. Although it may seem like your family is always on your back, know that they're the only ones who will truly always have your back. So quickly about the incredible family I've been blessed with. Bro, even though I may not always show it, know that deep down I love you to pieces. I can't wait to see you do big things, make me proud, love you, and know that I'm always here for you, buddy. Mom and Dad, thank you for bringing me into this world and standing beside me through every high and every low. I would have never thought I would get into an Ivy League, let alone my dream school, Brown University, but I did, and it's because of both of you. Dad, you are my hero, my role model, my biggest inspiration in life. You have taught me the meaning of a life worth living. I would have never accomplished half the things I did if it weren't for your support, encouragement, and faith in me. I love you beyond words. And Mom, I can never thank you enough for all that you've done for me, but I'm going to try anyways. You are my world, my #1 fan, my #1 friend. You are my everything. Thank you for treating each and every one of my dreams as your very own. Everything I will ever do and be is all yours. I love you, Mom. Will you both please stand up for a second? Okay, now enough with the sappy stuff. Class of 2017, now it's about you. As our 13-year journey at Exeter comes to a happy end, it's pivotal for me to remind you all that while our diplomas and such memorialize our academic and athletic achievements, the memories we've made and lessons we've learned are what will stay with us forever as a reminder of the strength and confidence we were equipped with as Exeter students. We learned a lot in high school. We really did. From teaching you how to master the truly impossible when it came to dressing appropriately for classes that were at Arctic temperatures one day and nearly a sauna the next, to learning that sometimes making bets on car payments is more valuable than making bets on life itself. We've learned to survive and live to tell about it. On a serious, larger scale, Exeter has taught all of us, including me, one of the simplest yet most powerful lessons you can learn in your life, and that is, it's okay. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to fail a test. It's okay to not get over someone right away, and it's okay to cry. It's okay to not win everything, unless you're me or Alex Peck. But really, I've come to realize that it's important to understand a lot of things are okay. Even if they don't seem like they are at the moment, they will be in the end. So keep your head up and put your heart into it a little harder the next time. And surely you will get what you want if you work for it. Class of 2017, every one of you sitting here today has your own unique, important story to tell. But we all have one thing in common, and that is our first chapter together at Exeter Senior High. The day we've been dreaming of since day one is finally here, and we're ready to walk out into the real world with the necessary skills that EHS has equipped us with. I wish you all nothing but happiness and success in the future years to come as we go on our separate ways to conquer the world. As said by the one and only Winnie the Pooh, Exeter, oh, how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Thank you for the memorable times. And always remember, class of 2017, your boundaries are limitless, your memories will be countless, and your dreams should be endless. Thank you.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. I'm Christine Beal, and I'm proud to represent Exeter Township Senior High School as a valedictorian of the class of 2017. As with many great accomplishments in life, a few thanks are in order. Personally, I want to thank my mom for getting me through the past 18 years, and especially the past few. And Dad, the weight of the world may have crushed you back when I was in 6th grade, but I like to think that seeing my growth over the past 6 years, all the way up until this moment, would bring you some of the joy and hope that you needed. On a broader scale, I want to thank everyone who has made this celebration tonight possible. In particular, the faculty and especially teachers who have taught, shaped, and inspired us, and the families who have stuck by us even when we weren't the most pleasant. Most importantly, graduates, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the role we have all played in each other's lives. As friends and classmates, we sat alongside each other, making sure we made it through all the days leading up to this night. While we have known each other and have been looking forward to this day for years, in my reflection the past few days, I can't help but consider all the unknowns as well. The biggest one I've been thinking of is how little we actually know one another. Sure, we have our friends, and even our closest friends, but many of us don't know one another that well. Even when it comes to our friends, how well do they truly know us? Of course, it's absurd to believe that we can get to know the deepest truths of everyone in our lives. What we can do, however, is acknowledge that unknown. We all have a tendency to make assumptions about the people around us, especially based on what we've heard, and judge and act accordingly. But there's harm in that. We deny or delay what could develop into wonderful connections, and we don't give others a fair shot. By simply meeting everyone with a clean slate in mind and understanding that even after meeting them, we still don't know everything about them, what they've gone through, and what they are currently going through, we can bring a little more positivity into our world. Opening ourselves up and allowing ourselves to be a little vulnerable helps too. While I've made some great connections the past few years, I also feel like I got a bit too caught up in the negativity, but I hope to at least change that for the near future. The future, though, that's the other unknown that's been on my mind recently. I think it's pretty safe to say we're all excited for what's to start within the next few months, whatever it is, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that I'm super nervous as well. As much as we may have felt trapped in the mundane routine of school and the rest of our lives the past few years, all that routine was comfortable. We're in for some huge changes over the next few months. Past that, the majority of our future is still completely up in the air, even if we may have it all planned out right now. All this change and uncertainty is exciting, but also fairly terrifying, and that's okay. If there's one skill I've learned thus far, it's the ability to reach out for help and use the resources available to me when I need them, and that is what I think makes the fear manageable. We all have family and friends to lean back on, who will be more than happy to help us and encourage us to face the unknown. Past them even, there are specific resources at school, workplaces, and just around that can help us face whatever we can't deal with alone, so we shouldn't let any of our worries hold us back. Finally, as we celebrate this last time together as a class, I really just want us to be proud of how far we've come together and look forward to what we can accomplish from here on out. Now, I want to welcome my fellow valedictorian, Cy Currapati, back to the podium. Some have seen this as a competition between us, just like they see many things in life as competitions.
But competition isn't the key to success, happiness, and fulfillment.
Titles can only mean so much.
And labels, though they may help us define who we are,
Aren't who we actually are, and we shouldn't use them to judge others.
instead, we need to stand by one another.
Because it's support and love that leads us to happiness, while competition only tears us apart.
It can only take one person to tear us apart.
But tonight, we stand together as the class of 2017. Oh, I love you so much.
I'm not really sure how I follow that. I'm going to start with a Latin phrase, Ave atque vale. And thank you, Mr. Jedgitz, for the help with the Latin. Those Latin scholars in the senior class, if it didn't sound right, see Mr. Jedgitz. It means hail and farewell. And it seemed really appropriate to me as a way to open my remarks for two reasons. One, because of the message, hail and farewell, both a greeting and a wish for the future. And also because it is Latin, because there are all kinds of words typically associated with a graduation, and many of them are derived from Latin. We have a salutatorian, coming from the word salutatory, which is derived from Latin, which means simply a greeting or a welcome. We have a valedictorian, again, based on the word valedictory, derived from Latin, which means simply bidding goodbye or saying farewell. There's another word, this one not from Latin, that is always associated with graduation. As a matter of fact, if you look in your program, you'll see that you're being welcomed to the commencement exercises of the class of 2017. I find that word commencement kind of odd, to be honest with you. And I've been hearing it in graduation since I got into public education in 1975. If you ask someone, gee, why do they call it commencement exercises? They will tell you, well, because it's a beginning, and commencement means beginning. And commencement does indeed mean beginning, although it's not derived from Latin, it's from French. But I don't really buy it. I don't see graduation as a beginning, as a commencement. I see it as a continuation. A little over 16 months ago, I became a grandfather. That started a new chapter in my life. And this part is for the parents, because part of what I experienced again after many, many years was a toddler walking over to me with her little golden book in hand and climbing up on my lap, expecting me to read to her. And I'm sure every parent here remembers one of those moments with every one of these young people sitting down on the floor. That is the commencement. That's where the learning began, and you were their first teachers and will remain their teachers for their lives and yours. That was the true commencement. To think of this graduation ceremony as the beginning shortchanges the celebration of all that you guys have learned over your past 17 or 18 years. And what you've learned are things more universal than math or science or language or history. And they're things that we know you learned not because of how you performed on a standardized test, but because we watched you practice these things day in and day out. Every day, we saw you practice kindness, generosity, courtesy, patience, empathy, courage, resourcefulness, in short, character. We watched you learn how to face setbacks. We watched you learn how to celebrate victories. And we watched you learn how to pursue your dreams. Another benefit of having that toddler who wants you to read to them is I've been reintroduced to some children's literature, and in the course of that, I came across a quote from Hans Christian Andersen. You may not know exactly who he is, but you probably recognize some of his most famous works, The Princess and the Pea, The Little Mermaid, and The Emperor's New Clothes. What we call fairy tales. And stories we read to children, we've read to children for years and will continue reading to them for years. The quote from Hans Christian Andersen that I came across is, "Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. And now it's time for you to start writing the next chapter in yours." Thank you. And now, Dr. Phillips, it is my honor to present to you the 62nd graduating class of Exeter Township Senior High School, Reading, Pennsylvania, consisting of 169 males and 166 females. These fine individuals of the class of 2017 have met the requirements set forth by the Exeter Township School District and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And it is my recommendation that they receive their diplomas as a representation of their hard work, determination, and commitment. Dr. Phillips.
Good evening, and once again I'd like to welcome everyone to the 2017 graduation ceremony. I want to welcome the school board members, administration, teachers, staff, parents, family, and friends here tonight. I especially want to welcome, recognize, and congratulate the members of the graduating class of 2017. Now I want to invite all the graduates, as well as all their family and friends, to sit back, settle in your seats, and let us take a journey back in time with the graduates. It was not long ago that you began your educational journey. Do you remember the first day you spent time in a classroom? Kindergarten. It was filled with many new faces, new teachers, new students, and so many new experiences. You learned about numbers, the alphabet, coloring between the lines, and of course, snack time. Then came even more years of a thing called elementary school. You learned about things called sight words. You discovered addition, subtraction, and most importantly, recess. You had your favorite teachers, and you were sad when you had to leave, but you were excited moving on to a new school. Your next stop was Rifton School, where you were greeted every morning by a rather large cow sitting on a bench. Homework became more of a focus. You met many new friends from the other elementary schools in our district. These new friends would become the classmates you sit with here tonight. You spent 2 years in that building, and now we're moving on to the junior high school. The junior high school. It brought you your first experience with a locker. How many times did you forget your combination? No longer was recess a part of your schedule. Things were getting tough. Nevertheless, you still needed to get through the day. Moving through the halls by yourself for the first time, you attended classes like world languages. Then 8th grade came and went, and you began to look forward to moving on to the high school. Then you went to the high school. You were the new kids on the block as freshmen. You didn't have any homeroom anymore. You went right into first period. But you did have the freedom to use your cell phones at lunch. There were so many courses and activities to choose from. How will you fit them all into your schedule? Over time, you became sophomores, juniors, and then finally seniors. Along the way, you chose the courses and activities that would prepare you for what would come next. You have had 4 long years to prepare yourself for life after high school, and now that time went by in what now must seem like the blink of an eye. So here we are tonight. I tell you, do not look at this as an end point, but view this as a new beginning. You graduate tonight, but start a new journey tomorrow. You may be going on to further schooling, maybe job training, into military service, or right into the workforce. No matter the course you have chosen, your journey begins again. Just like the moves from building to building, tomorrow you start over again. I will leave you with some thoughts to ponder as you transition into the next chapters of your life. What truly matters? Time is precious, and through the conscious removal of insignificant distractions, we can focus on the most important people, thoughts, and actions in our lives. Take time for self-care, family, friends, and other matters important to you. Did you get what you wanted from this life, even so? The even so captures the pain and disappointment which are an inevitable part of a full life, but more importantly, the hope that at the end of life, one can answer, I did, to that question. I wish for you all a happy and successful life and the ability to one day answer, I did, to the question. And now, Mr. Kane, I accept this class for graduation and proudly present this class for final acceptance to the President of the Exeter Township School District Board of School Directors, Dr. David Hemberger.
Thank you, Dr. Phillips. And on behalf of the Exeter Township Board of School Directors, a sincere welcome to the family and friends of the class of 2017 in attendance tonight. As we prepare to award diplomas, I'm reminded of the years of classroom instruction and educational experiences each of these students has received. Nurtured and challenged by a caring professional staff and exposed to an extensive array of academics, fine arts, practical arts, extracurricular and other activities, and supported and inspired by state-of-the-art digital technologies, these students are prepared to compete successfully in an exciting and increasingly complex world. As this generation will rise to take our place in society, as well as in the workplace, we'll depend upon these young men and women to not only build on our accomplishments, but to use their education, their creativity, and their skills to address and remedy our most intractable social, environmental, and international problems. So, class of 2017, we offer our congratulations to you on your accomplishments. We extend our best wishes, and we look forward to and will rely on your success and your positive impact in whatever endeavor you select to pursue as you leave this arena this evening. So, Mr. Kane, with the approval of our superintendent, Dr. Phillips, has prepared and submitted to the Board of School Directors the list of seniors who have met the district policy standards and the Pennsylvania State Board requirements for graduation. Therefore, I now accept the recommendation for the class of 2017 to graduate. Is there a spot that you want us to stand?
Good evening. My name is Heather Mills, and I teach English at the senior high school. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the following graduates. Julia Alamonte. Mackenzie Anton. Courtney Barger. Gabrielle Bouvet. Jamie Bennett. Tatiana Bortz. Destiny Boston. Diana Boyer. Haley Bricky. Alicia Brown. Elizabeth Beniski. Savannah Caban. Caitlin Chambers. Samantha Chambers. Brandy Chen. Rachel Clyde. Alexa Cooper. Brittany Crane. Emma Creamer. Jill Crosby. Emily Daniels. Kylie Dawson. Venasia Delgado. Elena D'Amata. Mackenzie Dorenzo. Allison DeSandro. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Robert Wickstrom. I teach English at the senior high school. It's my privilege to be able to present to you the following members of the class of 2017. Omar Abdel Sadiq. Marvin Alvarado Ayala. Jose Aparicio. Nicholas Arthur. Tyler Begoli. Connor Barwis. Ryan Barsd. Christopher Burbaum. Andrew Budnari. Nathan Bonslaver. Tyler Borton. Andrew Bretman. Christopher Brew. Kyle Brignola. Nolan Buck. Grant Burkhart. Josh Burkhart. Nicholas Cameron. Nicholas Canton. Ryan Shamoris. Malik Clark. Tyler Clark. Richard Cloran.
Good evening. My name is Christina Pinkerton, and I teach art at the senior high school. It is my pleasure to announce the following graduates. Sarah DeThomas. Kathleen Dolan. Carissa Donnelly. Megan Dunbar. Rachel Dunkelberger. Alexandra Dunning. Megan Eisenhower. Abigail Ellisher. Mackenzie Epler. Kayla Erb. Jameson Fanella. Jacqueline Ferraro. Kendall Fizz. Christina Flamporis. Melissa Flamporis. Hannah Flores. Megan Frederick. Leah Fuco. Megan Fuco. Chelsea Garcia. Sierra Garrett. Alyssa Geyer. Sarah Genitazio. Hannah Jerome. Jordan Goldstein. Evelyn Gonzalez.
Good evening. My name is Christine Winslow. I teach third grade at Jackson Wald and had the pleasure of teaching many of these graduates at the former M.L. Lausch Elementary School. It's my pleasure to introduce these fine young men tonight. Noah Colaprito. Tyler Connard. Ian Conroy. Emilton Cortez. Connor Kress. Bradford Crosby. Austin Crowley. Dylan Didamio. Oscar Daniels. Andrew Donachie. Dylan Drager. Hunter Drost. Spencer Ericke. Dylan Ivanish. Andrew Fair. Daniel Fedorovsky. Matthew Ferrio. Joseph Filipowicz. Matthew Gardecki. Matthew Graves. Jonathan Greenleaf. Christopher Greenewalt. Braylon Grill.
Good evening. My name is Brandy Himmelreich. I teach mathematics at Exeter Senior High School. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the following graduates. Alexis Gorel. Leslie Grafe. Sarah Green. Nicole Greenfield. Ashley Griffith. Brianna Groff. Corinne Grohosky. Brianna Gruber. Taina Guzman. Emily Hangen. Nicole Hartman. Lauren Hazel. Lauren Heyer. Ayana Hill. My daughter, Megan Himmelreich. Mackenzie Hoffman. Marin Hubiak. Cameron Hutchko. Kirsten Inhofe. Alexis Iswalt. Alexis Jashonik. Gabrielle Johnson. Annabelle Jones. Kayla Jones. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Learn. I teach 4th grade at Lorraine Elementary, and it is my honor to introduce to you the 2017 Exeter Senior High School graduates. Cody Hansen. Tyler Harkness. Kenneth Harton. Jordan Hedden. John Herbine. Grant Grunt Hedinger. Matthew Johnson. Dylan Jones. Liam Jones. Tyler Keller. Cleon Kemp. Jonathan Kim. Nicholas Klee. Dever Cook. Matthew Kramer. Corey Kretz. Bailey Kritsky. Jonathan Lack. Justin Landis. Matthew Lee. Cody Levan. Noah Long. Nicholas Maley. William McDonald. William McNish. Elliot Mennett. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Danny Japina, and I teach 2nd grade at Awatten Creek Elementary School. It is my pleasure to introduce the following graduates. My daughter, Madeline Japina. Jordan Kartsotis. Allison Keller. Cheyenne Kelly. Taylor Curling. Olivia King. Danielle Knox. Jordan Codis. Kayla Krovitsky. Josetta LaFavor. Aubrey Langle. Cassandra Light. Alexis Lincoln. Margaret Lutz. Eliana Machado. Emily Matthews. Sarah McAfee. Maya McElroy. Morgan McGinley. Sierra Medley. Alexa Melendez. Genesis Meza. Madeline Miller. Sydney Miller. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Brett Diamond. I teach 4th grade at Watton Creek Elementary School. It is my pleasure to introduce you the following graduates. Alexander Merkel. James Mertz. Daniel Messina. John Metz. Thomas Miller. Isaiah Miranda. Austin Mislevy. Tyler Missimer. Brett Moyer. Stephen Moyer. Paul Muniz. Jacob Murray. Neil Murray. James Nimmerichter. Matthew Nonamaker. Jesse O'Brien. Sean O'Hara. Kendrick Ormsby. Shane Overton, Jr. Alexander Pack. Fernando Pantoja. Chad Parkhouse. Fox Parsons. Griffin Pyatt. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I am Lisa McCoy, and I am an English teacher at the senior high school. I am honored to present the following graduates. Brittany Mitchell. Lexi Moonen. Carson Moore. Skylar Moore. Sarah Morganti. Sarah Musselman. Olivia Nace Wellbrink. Araya Newkirk. Olivia Oatman. Melanie Ortiz Santiago. Anais Osorio. Alicia Overly. Olivia Parker. Caitlin Pentheny. Megan Persiani. Allison Peach. Rachel Prothero. Aaron Rensky. Lizzie Reppert. Megan Richards. Rachel Richards. Julia Ricard. Rachel Rocktashel Walborn. Tessa Rossetti. Samantha Rao. Julia Rudy. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Denise Stein. I teach math at the senior high school, and I am honored to present to you the following graduates. Chad Razor. Alex Redinger. Ethan Reed. Marcelo Riat. Brandon Rodriguez. Samuel Rohrbach. Jared Roland. Justin Roper. Christopher Rothbard. Cade Sarlot. Tyler Shabener. Gabriel Chappelle. Jeremy Schmale. Victor Schweitzer. James Seipel. Brandon Scholastico. Evan Seitz. Troy Serrano. Youssef Shafiq. Mark Chambor. Jack Snyder. Ian Sabrino. Caden Soja. Tyree Stallworth. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca Lappick. I teach French at the senior high school. I am honored to announce the following graduates. Kristen Sacco. Cindy Salpa. Hannah Sarlot. Tyler Sasala. Vanessa Skornavaki. Jamie Shalters. Alicia Smith. Jessica Smith. Samantha Snyder. Alexa Spadafora. Kelsey Stam. Ashley Straka. Mary Stratton. Taylor Stump. Cameron Swafford. Sophia Swestock. Paola Texador Montano. Zoe Texador Montano. Sydney Thomas. Michaela Trimble. Taylor Venezia. Angelina Walker. Alexandra Washington. Elizabeth White. Cheyenne White. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Karen Stern. I teach kindergarten at Watton Creek Elementary. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the following graduates. Ryan Stamey. Brendan Stapley. My son, Brandon Stern. Evan Stroyley. Brian Symington. Alfred Tauschor. Gabriel Tobin. Nicholas Tomchek. Matthew Tania. Nicholas Vangari. Michael Van Nice. Nicholas Van Nice. Adam Wohovich. Jonathan Wack. Noah Walter. Colt Walton. Ryan Watts. Bailey Weaver. Joseph Widener. Brian Weiss. Ricky Whitmoyer. Aaron Wittig. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mary Jo Smith, and I teach English at Exeter Township Senior High School, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you the following graduates. Kayla Wilson. Haley Wisniewski. Rachel Wittig. Chloe Wolf. Rebecca Zalichi. Amanda Zappacosta. Kayla Zanger. Serena Ziegler. Megan Zieliskowski. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Zach Potter, and I teach technology education at the senior high school. It is my honor to introduce the following graduates from the class of 2017. Benjamin Wolf. Jacob Yohn. Connor Zerby. Edward Mateusz Zubczynski. The class of 2017 salutatorian, Sai Kurapati. The class of 2017 valedictorian, Christine Beal. And the class of 2017 president, Holly Gorman. Thank you.
Please join me in the moving of the tassel from right to left to signify the changing from Exeter student to Exeter alumni. Congratulations.
Please stand and join in singing the first verse of our alma mater. Thank you.